"You see, I knew it. It worked," exclaimed Pedro as he jumped into the left seat. He made a point of always taking the co-pilot seat and rarely took control of the helicopter, explaining that I needed the practice. What worked? I strained to ask over the banging and boot stomping of fully armed troops climbing into the helicopter. "What do you mean? Our plan, of course. Tango Patrol found a group of bandits up to 20 men. They're camped up in the forest near a village. It might be the same group that shot down Diego." Pedro talked while simultaneously flipping switches and pushing buttons to start the helicopter. He and Major Alonso had just run out of the HQ tent together. The CEO's helicopter was already beginning to turn its rotor, and the other birds of the flight were not far behind. Numbers 3 and 4 had their miniguns and rocket launchers already loaded as well, giving them the menacing look of a hunter. "So the patrols had already asked them to surrender?" I asked before realizing just how naive the question sounded. "You think they have a death wish? That's our job, to ask them to surrender, the best way we know how." The boots had settled in the helicopter. Numbers 3 and 4 reported their readiness for takeoff over the radio. "Gentlemen, shall we dance? Take off." The order came from Flight Lead, and within moments his helicopter lifted its weight off the metal top of the landing pad.
The flight leader is to the right. Maintain your position behind and to the left of him.
Okay, so I guess that means take off. Follow that guy. We are heavy again, so I am using the manual governor for some extra lifting power. Carefully. Try to maintain this hover. With this guy right here, I guess. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going?
Springfield flight, this is Springfield 1. Take heading 325, 100 knots. Wedge formation. Number 2 back and to the left. Numbers 3 and 4 to the right.
Okay. Off we go then, I think. Yes. Getting some forward speed here. I can. Whoa. Slowing down again. And lower my engine RPM a little. Get it back into the green. And he's turning again. He's turning again. I shouldn't be surprised. He has never flown very sanely before. Why should I expect him to now? Re-enable the governor. And whoa, hit my throttle. Didn't mean to hit the throttle like that. It's okay, girl. Could have probably made that transition quite a bit smoother. Close to the part where I fell way behind the group there. Not too far behind. Just slightly behind 4 there. But that's alright. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to another one of my Huey videos. Going through the campaign now on mission something I forgot. This time we have enemy contact. We have a full loaded troops. Yes, we have weapons loaded, miniguns. I don't see any rockets back there, but we do have the miniguns loaded. It looks like our flights also got weapons loaded. I haven't really been told what's going on other than that there is enemy contact and we're obviously going out to respond to it. I was told to follow my leader, and so follow I do. Another rousing flight of following the madman. That's quite alright, I suppose. At least I'm expecting him to be erratic. So we now get to fall into proper location in the formation. Yeah, this is about the right distance. Slow down a bit and start to settle the aircraft. So, with this actually being a mission where we have known enemy contact that's going to happen, quite possibly getting shot at or shooting back at them, or both. Don't know yet. We will see. For now, follow the boss and see where that takes us. Hooray! Turning? Okay, yes, turning. We haven't been going 100 knots thus far, guy. Kind of confusing me on that one. Kind of like 85. Okay. I guess that's where he's happy with, though.
Right wing, turn heading 330, 100 knots.
It's definitely getting a little bit more erratic with his vertical. It's not horrible. He's not doing freaky stops. He just kind of suddenly comes to a stop. But he just keeps climbing and dipping in a way that if I were to try to match those maneuvers, it's too much torque stress on the rotor shaft, and I think it would snap. So I'm kind of loosely and trying to keep up with it, but sometimes it's a result of me getting kind of far away or way too close for comfort.
Right turn heading 040, 100 knots. Approaching objective Tango. The weapons hot. Running in.
Okay, so we're, yes, weapons hot. Get over there. My mouse is like freaking out. Falling behind trying to get my damn weapon systems ready. Where's the little switch? It's hidden behind here. No, there it was. I'll say I don't want the sight in my face right now. Will I get back into formation?
Tango, Springfield, come in. Springfield, Tango, I read you. What's the target status? Flat, do not appear to expect anything. They're ahead of me in the canyon, in the trees. I'm 2 minutes out, on your position. Roger. Fire with that. Tango, tell me your rocket. Great, Springfield. The target group is north of my position on the edge of the tree line and to the right of the road, just opposite the village. Copy? Copy, over. Springfield flight, the target is in the forest east of the village. This will be a group attack. We all run in together. Deploy your rockets in 2 bursts, 4 rockets each, starting at 4,000 feet. Turn into attack.
I do not have rockets, nor did I actually see the red signal flare go off. Yeah, I don't have rockets, man. Did I see where they're saying that the enemy should be? Yep, that's about right.
Springfield, Tango. That was off the mark. At least you scared the crap out of them. Springfield flight, lead, egress, left turn. Springfield, left turn to the LZ.
where we're stopping, guy? Just want to hover here for a minute. Okay, he just wants to hover here for a minute. I'm just going to go ahead and set it down over here. All those troops go.
Springfield 2, lay down some fire on the western patch of the tree line. Keep their eyes down. 3-4, follow
Okay.
to cut off their escape route.
Gonzalez, give him hell with the miniguns. Send
Sure.
orbit so we can see what's happening down there.
Sounds like a plan. Wanted to get clear of my other helicopters though before I did that. There. That should cause some ripples. But I do not want to fire from this. I'm going to try to use the number 2 seat. Wow, this is quite different flying in this chair. I don't see anything out there, but I'm just going to lay down some fire. Down there and see what our troops are seeing a little bit. Don't see any of our troops right now. Probably too high still. Guys.
Springfield 2, Tango. They're making a break for the village. Don't let them get to the houses.
Copy. Gonzalez, miniguns. They're running towards the village.
Okay. There. I don't want to make a direct run. See if we can actually see anything. Which I don't. Oh, there's fire coming in. Yeah, look at that. Shot up some of my canopy here. It said that we got them, but there's still obviously someone shooting at me. Or was. Ah. Well, they broke my airspeed indicator. Let's go ahead and get back over to this seat where I can look around a little. I don't want to present too easy of a target by flying right on top of them. But they are infantry, it's hard to see. Just trying to carpet down some. See if we draw any more fire. Which I didn't see any. Make another pass like that. See if I can draw out anyone stupid enough to take a shot at me. I keep taking shots at that open field because I could see them in the field earlier. Whenever they first started shooting at me, I could make out a few figures on the planes. I don't know if you can see that on YouTube. That's why I keep hitting that field too, because I don't know if maybe there's still some guys crawling in it or what. So far though, I'm not getting any more return fire on these little runs. Personally, there's a chopper like this flying overhead with those friggin' miniguns. I wouldn't call attention to myself. Still don't see anything. I feel comfortable enough. Oh, nope, there's fire.
Springfield Tango, we have secured the area. Thanks for the support. Over. Tango, Springfield 1. Copy. Where RTV? Springfield flight, form up at the entrance to the canyon.
I'm at the entrance to the canyon. Where are you? Holy crap, they really shot up on the left side. I guess I'm looking for the rest of my flight. I wonder where they are. Well, they should have to come through this area, so I'll just stay here and wait, look out for them. I see him. I see him. And it looks like they're moving quick, which is going to make me doing this rehearsal really fun. Okay. Hard like that. Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. I doubt you would have waited for me if I wasn't already in formation. Roughly. Well, this is going to be fun. As you can probably see, it looks like my attitude indicator right here is shot. I know the number 2's airspeed indicator is not working. It looks like his attitude indicator is not working either, so that'll make landing a little trickier. That'll make staying in formation a little trickier, but I'll be able to manage. As long as it doesn't actually become night. Definitely took a lot of shots on my left side there. Once we land and shut down, I'll take a closer look at the outside of the aircraft. I find my eyes keep drifting.
140, 100 knots.
Okay. Just turn away. I find my eyes keep drifting to the attitude indicator, knowing that it's busted. It's just habit to sweep across it. And every now and then I get this momentary bit of confusion as I see the attitude indicator matches up nothing with what my attitude actually is. And I'm like, hey, what am I doing? Yeah, you were in, okay, yeah. Kind of too far there. Okay. Make sure 4 there doesn't turn me. Given the fact that I'm already damaged and have gauge deficiencies, I might not follow formation quite as closely on the return trip, because when he does his sudden stops and stuff like that, I'll have a harder time recovering. I'm also noticing a fair bit of slip in my flight here. You might see him kind of lined up. It's hard to say, but you know, this is kind of in front of me, and it should be closer to over here to keep going straight with formation like it was earlier, but it's just a little bit off. It might actually not be enough to tell on video when you're not flying the aircraft, but for me there's definitely a little bit of slip, and I keep trying to correct for it, but I can't seem to find it, so I think I might have some damage to the tail rotor as well. I'm going to have to be really gentle with the aircraft, because I don't want to overstress and end up snapping something. Given how this guy flies, that's going to make for an interesting flight home, because he can do some very erratic stuff. I'm just going to have to make a point to not follow him too closely.
Careful. A forward flight is incoming. Separate carefully. What are you doing here? We're going to extract our guys and pick up the equipment and deal with what's left of the rebels.
Land and turn, huh? I gotta tell you, dude, I'm just gonna land. More than likely, I'm just gonna land. But I will go ahead and give him some space. I'll give the entire flight some space, because I need to take this landing very cautiously in case there is anything severely damaged on this aircraft. I do not want to overstress it and break it. I am not separating because they're just slowing down, so I'm gonna do a little orbit. Just take a nice, easy left turn here. And come back around and set up for the landing. So once again, with the lack of the attitude indicator there, I will be a little hindered on this landing. I'll have to use the horizon as a reference point instead of the instrument on my panel, which will make things a little trickier because the horizon is a little further away from the other instruments that I need to look at. That's alright. bring you in nice and steady. There's the transitional lift is going out. I want to come to a stop just a little bit further, a little bit further. Pull it right here. Stabilize. Drop the collective just a little. Let it settle. A little bit more. And all the way down.
Great work, gentlemen. Thank you.
Okay. I'm just going to cut the fuel right there. Whew, take a breath. Okay. So that was fun. Getting to shoot and be shot at for the first time in this campaign. Fun. The other helicopters look like they come in. It looks like the vast majority of my damage was to the left side. Let's go over to that seat. Little damage over there and over there. Okay, let's get an external view. There's definitely some damage there on the left side of the main body. But I was looking for anything that looked like happened to the tail rotor. I can't see any damage back there. Maybe it was just asymmetrical wind resistance that caused my driftingness. I don't know. It's quite possible with the hole there in the window, if we were causing a bit more drag on that side. Other than that, it looks like everything in the couple of gauges that we lost. But everything else looks alright, so it wasn't too bad. No deaths that I've seen. I'll put when I read the debrief, I'll put a full damage report in there and all that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.